Randy, it seems like every week when we get together, another week goes by.
Wow, that's pretty profound. I think I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down, Teddy. Hey, it's another Monday. It's the first Monday of the new month. And
Right.
imagine that. We survived another month and the sensors haven't gotten wise to us yet. So
Stay under the radar, man. We stay under the radar.
yeah, under the radar. It's going to be a good show we have this week. We had a good show last week. Not that we don't have good shows, but I get excited about talking to people and learning new things. And you never know what you're going to run into. But yeah, Randy Wooden, Goodwill Industries, Northwest North Carolina. You know me by now. Isn't that a song?
We can make it a
If
song.
you don't know me by now, you never.
Let me get my bongos out and I can.
You could do that. Centers may shut us down. Right. But yeah, Randy Wooden with Goodwill Industries, Northwest North Carolina, run our professional center. If you're a job hunter, you're a professional, and there are a lot of folks out there that are, I mean, we're not blind. We can read and we can hear in the news that, hey, it's great time to be a job hunter. There are a lot of opportunities and companies are going the extra mile to try to retain and attract workers. So if you are thinking about a change, you want to make sure you get your ducks in a row. Yeah. And that'll be actually part of my tip at the end of today's show. So stick around for that. So Teddy, tell the folks who you are.
Hey, for those who've never met me, heard me speak, or, been showing up on the show, that's just absolutely horrible. And I'm sorry that that's happened. But hey, I'm Teddy Burriss. I'm a LinkedIn strategist and coach and trainer and building a business also around Google Workspace and Gmail and helping people master the use of these two business tools, LinkedIn and Google products, to grow their business and move their career forward. And I love doing this work, and I love showing up every week with my buddy Randy and sharing ideas with folks related to business and career. So this is our Monday conversation where Randy will drop a story, I'll drop a story, and then we'll drop some tips or some nuggets that can really help you in your life and your career. Is that the right way to say that, Randy?
Yeah, I think so. Do we have a tip and nugget portfolio that we draw from? I don't know. I just make it up as I go. So we ought to write that down or write a book. You've written some books, haven't you, Teddy?
I've got a bunch of books out there. We can start off. You know what the problem is of all of our Monday nuggets is that I scribble them down on a piece of paper for you and I to talk about them, and then I throw the paper in the trash. There's a wealth of knowledge I've thrown in the trash. That's horrible. Story,
I keep thinking the same thing. All the columns I've written for the journal, Winston-Salem Journal, and I've got a file folder full of probably, I don't know how many years worth, but I've been doing it now for about 10, 12 years. So I think I need to kind of put all that together, put a book out. Here's the story for you. Tomorrow's election day. And if that doesn't turn your stomach and you're still listening, I just want to encourage people to vote. And again, regardless of all the noise you see on social media, and I mean, it takes some, I'll say, a thick skin to run for office. And I had considered doing that at different points in my life. Anyway, I'm not in elective office. Well, I was involved with SHRM and still am, as their president, but that's more just by acclamation or proclamation or whatever. It's not, I don't have to go out and canvass for votes. But most of the people that I know in politics, when they get started in politics, just like in the ministry, they want to help people. They want to affect positive change in people's lives. Now, we're human, and so over time we can be susceptible to believing our own press clippings, if you know what I mean, and feeling that we are invincible. And that's where you begin to see some of these nefarious kind of things going on. But don't let that turn you off from politics, especially at the local level, because that's really where it matters, where, are we taking care of business at home here? And get involved. You don't have to work the phone banks. You don't have to go door to door necessarily. Although I'd encourage you, if you feel passionately about it, go ahead and do that. But don't sit back and then just complain. That's easy to do. Anybody can do that. Take your time, go out and try to make a difference in whatever way you feel is appropriate for you. Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm with you, man. Got to be out there and participate rather than sit on the couch and moan and groan about it. So, hey, Randy, here's my story.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody knows this yet. I don't think I've told it on the show or on the money. No, I haven't, dude. I'm peeling back the layers. I took off last week. I was out of town all week long, which is why I wasn't on the show with you and Will, and why Karen filled in for me. And by the way, she is not taking my space, man. I'm happy she helped us, but she's not taking my space.
I got you.
But here's my story. Find time to enjoy life. Look, if we're in business, we get vacation time. Hopefully you get vacation time. And you need to do the same thing in career transition. If your job today is to find a job, you need to also find time to go have fun. Maybe you won't go to Disney World like I did with 3 grandkids and one of my daughters and son-in-law, my wife, and dress up and act wild and play with Mickey and Minnie. But that was fun for me. You need to find something for yourself that's fun to do. So think about your life and everything you do, whether you're in business or you're in job search, you've got to find time to enjoy life. So stop every now and then, go play, but listen to these words. When you come back, get serious and get back to work on the thing that's important to you. That's my story, Randy.
Yeah. And this virtual working and I not long ago was attended virtually a SHRM conference, statewide conference, and the whole blending of the personal life with the work life. And remember back in the old days, 5 o'clock or whenever you leave the office, you're gone, and there were no cell phones. The boss couldn't reach you in the whole thing, and you got a chance to kind of chill and just disengage. Yeah. And now I've got a computer, I've got a phone, I've got another computer, I've got it all here all the time. And so, yeah, you're right. You need to find whatever that joy that you have in life, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody, but I think we need to dip into that, and it helps us to recharge. And I'm glad that you're back, Teddy. And I didn't see anything in the newspaper about some guy with red glasses getting arrested at Disney. So
that's a sign of a good attorney, buddy. A good attorney.
Good attorney. Hey, who's our guest on Wednesday? Who do we have coming up?
Sam Wong. Sam's an interesting guy. I met Sam, a while back, and he's a coach, but his coaching he does is based on helping people, build their business, do a startup. And when we were talking about the startup world, the conversation came that, startups, just like any other business, they need people, they need resources. And I've been a part of a startup. And so the conversation that Sam's going to bring to the table is about evaluating job offers from startups. Because it's a high risk, high reward space to get involved in the startup world. And done right, the rewards can be absolutely fabulous. Not done right, it can be a little risky, but you've got to balance out that risk versus reward. So going to be a great conversation with Sam Wong. And for those who want to go look him up, Sam is out in San Mateo, California. The name of his business is Fundable Startup. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I it's like other folks from time to time, I watch Shark Tank, and it's interesting to hear how the pitch is to generate capital. And when do you decide to bring in outside folks? And to learn how all that unfolds, I think that would be interesting. I've got a lot of job hunter clients at our professional center, and some are in different financial situations and may have that interest in kind of rolling that dice a little to see what may come of it. So right place, right time. It could be a huge payoff. And if nothing else, lessons learned.
Yeah.
I've
Wednesday,
never met
11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. So good stuff. All right, Randy,
there you go.
Drop a nugget of knowledge, buddy.
Here's a nugget. From time to time, when I talk to clients, I'll ask them, so how's the job search? And do you customize your resume? Do you do any networking? What are you doing and if all I hear is, I don't customize my resume, I think networking is mostly for salespeople, and I'm not a salesperson. They're kind of, I don't like that. And so I just apply online. And my response is, how's that working for you? Well, let's pause for prayer. But you need, if you think of your, I'm not, Teddy, I'll use you as an example. So, because I admire you, and you've done a lot of great things with the business that you have, but the business you have today isn't what you did 10 years ago or 5 years ago. What I mean is this: we are a product. If I'm a job hunter, I'm a product going to market. Teddy Burriss Consulting is a product or service going to market. And where you, along with the resume, need to customize the solution based on the audience. If you have only one product or I have only one resume, is that going to work for every situation?
Yeah.
Probably not. And also, you network your tail off. You don't even have a tail anymore. You have networked it off. There is no tail that you are.
Well, the nub keeps trying to grow back, buddy.
But here again, if I'm a product, I'm a job hunter, I know my competition is doing some level of networking and is doing some level of customizing the resume. And if I do none of that and expect the employer to magically pull me from the stack and fall in love with me, I'm probably going to be disappointed. And so the thought here is customize the resume, take time to network. And again, that includes LinkedIn and being seen as somebody who's front of mind and somebody who is knowledgeable in your field. You've certainly done that. I've done that as well. Yeah. And if there's opportunity out there to hire somebody like you or hire somebody like me, we have a lot better chance given the networking and the exposure that we've had in our chosen field. So there you go. That's my
Brandy, isn't that number still somewhere in the neighborhood of 70% of all jobs are not listed online so that you can't apply? Is that number still somewhat real?
You know, that's almost a tip for another day, but I'll be brief. It depends how you define the term ad.
Yeah.
Back in the day, an ad was in the Sunday paper. Now, any company can put it on their website. Yes, they will sometimes have to pay, for example, with Indeed, but the great majority are advertised. Yeah. You can find them, whether it's on Indeed or somewhere. You can find them.
Yeah, so
they're out there.
Cool. Yeah,
they are.
And the one more variation about that I think of is the right job for you. The right job for you is not going to be found through Indeed, Monster, Career. A job may, but the right job for you is going to come from a conversation. So got to do it a little bit differently. So good tip. You are a product. Get that product out there. Yeah. Hey, here's my tip. I heard this morning. Oh, Lord, I'm busy. You know, how often do you say, I'm busy? Oh, my golly, I'm busy. You know, there's a big difference between being busy and being what I refer to as good busy. Good busy is I'm doing a lot of stuff that is relevant to moving me forward. What's that old adage, Randy, that you mentioned it a while back? You know, there's a lot of activity is one thing, but productive activity is far.
Yeah. Don't mistake activity for productivity. Yeah. And we know a lot of people who are active and they're busy and they're busy and they're busy, but do they really get things done that matter? Maybe do. Maybe not.
For me, it's good busy. You got to be good busy. And if you're not good busy, if you're not being productive, then you got to stop and ask yourself, what's the clutter I need to get out of my way? What's the stuff I need to stop doing so I can be focused on being productive, i.e. good busy? So good stuff, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll see everybody 11/3 this couple of days from now, 11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on out and listen to the conversation about evaluating job offers from startups.
That'll be good. Look forward to it.
Go off and be good busy, buddy.
Have a good lunch. See you.
All right. Bye. I'll clean it up because I hit the wrong button, but